You want to learn how to do that and more? Keep watching and you'll find out how. So, you kept watching, that's good for you. So, to juggle, it's actually very easy. This is the most basic pattern. This is what you're going to be learning actually in this first part of this video. It's very simple. Now, you may think of juggling as an impossible art for clowns. Anyone can juggle. People just can't juggle well. Anyone can pick up 3 balls and try and juggle. They'll probably fail, like I just did. But if you actually take the time and learn how to juggle, it takes probably 3 days maybe, 3 to maybe a week. If you practice for maybe 30 minutes a day, you'll get really good, like this. Okay, now we're going to show you how. Okay, so first thing you need to learn to do on how to juggle is 3 good balls. These are specially made for juggling balls. They're just bean bags basically. I do recommend you use bean bags in the beginning. If you're on somewhere that's flat, they won't bounce. If you use squishy stress balls, they'll bounce, or bouncy balls. I would recommend something like this. You can also use baseballs or tennis balls, but just something that fits easily in your hand. Okay, so first thing you do, you take 1 ball, put it in your whatever hand you want, and let your arms fall down. And pull them up like they're flat and sitting on the table. You can relax, don't worry about keeping them straight, but just keep them relaxed and pretty level. And you're just going to do a clean arc throw right over your head. And one of the things I like to teach people is pretend there's a 2D plane, the exact width of the ball, and try and keep it in that. So that way, when you learn how to juggle 3 balls, you won't be going like that and running around everywhere, because then you look like a moron. So, you take 1 ball, let's do a nice clean throw. Stop, you can think about what you did wrong, and try and fix it next time. And just do nice, clean arc throws. And you want to get good enough at this until you can just look up, and all you see is the tip of the ball. You don't see your hands. You just see the ball. Like that. Okay. Watch on how to juggle 2 next. Okay, by now you should have tossing 1 ball, just looking at the top of the ball without looking at your hands. So, take a second ball, put 1 in each hand. Okay? And you're just going to do like you just did. Don't worry about that second ball. Just get a feel of what 2 balls in 1 hand feels like. And just going to toss the same ball back and forth. Once you're back into your smooth, you can, when the first ball reaches its high point or its arc, its apex, you're going to toss the second one underneath it, just like you would the first. So, first one goes that, and when this one reaches its high point, second one does the same. So it's just 1, 2, catch. And you can say that. I find that helps. 1, 2, catch. And you can go higher than you did before. But just make sure the second ball arcs just as well as the first. So 1, 2, catch. And alternate the starting hand. So, because in juggling you don't just throw from 1 hand. There are tricks where you do, but the most basic ones, you do it from both. So 1, 2, catch. 1, 2, catch. And once you feel like that, you feel confident, just look at the top of the balls like you did with 1 ball, without looking at your hands. And that'll show you a controlled 2-ball juggler. And if you keep on watching, you'll find out the last and final step on how to juggle 3 balls. Hey world, this is the Magic Rubik's Juggler, and this is the 3rd and final step in juggling 3 balls. By now, you should be doing this with 2 balls, just looking at the ball, not your hand. And now, before you do 3 balls, if you don't feel overly confident, probably should, but if you don't, it's understandable. Put 2 balls in 1 hand, and toss it just up. Don't worry about the other hand. Just toss it up straight. Now, when the first ball reaches its high point, just like you did before, toss the second ball, just juggling 2 balls in 1 hand. So, 1, 2, catch. Do the same thing. Now, the 3 ways of doing 2 balls in 1 hand. There is this way, which it is circles from my left to my right. Your right to your left, though. There's another way, which is the trickiest, which I don't recommend doing, is columns. You can learn this afterwards, but it's actually pretty tricky. And you move your hand, not the balls. And the last one is doing circles, but towards you, not away from you, but doing circles towards you. So it's like an O from your camera view. So, once you can do that, you can learn it in the other hand if you feel like it, but if you feel good, just take the 3rd ball. Here, let's move our... We're filming in the street and there's a car coming. So, what we're going to do, we're going to take 3 balls. Let's go over here. We're going to take 3 balls, put 2 in one hand, just like you did before, and put 1 in the other. And you're going to toss it and do 1, 2, catch, just like you did before. And then, just like you did with 2 balls, you add another throw. This time, you'll just add a 3rd throw underneath the 2nd ball. So do 1, 2, 3, catch. 1, 2, 3, catch. 1, 2, 3, catch. Now alternate the starting hand. So 1, 2, 3, catch. 1, 2, 3, catch. And then add a 4th throw. 1, 2, 3, 4, catch. 1, 2, stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, catch. And keep going until you can maybe get to 30, let's say. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doing it maybe about that height, so pretty slow. And then once you feel comfortable with that, try doing 10 a little bit lower, maybe forehead height. And try and get it down to about nose height, maybe. This is a very comfortable juggling pattern. And now, you know how to juggle 3 balls.